big challenges, big responsibilities, big awareness, but sometimes the personal effort or a company effort could be not enough to face the situation, to face the challenges that the history will present to us. This is the reason why we need international effort. Let's there be bread. It's the motto of Food and Agriculture Organization, and so it's my pleasure to leave the stage to Dongyu as a president of FAO. Please, Mr.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the Pontifical Academy for Life for convening to this meeting on highly relevant topic of artificial intelligence. I'm very pleased to contribute to the interesting exchange by editing perspective, food production, food security, and the food system as whole into this discussion on AI. Since I was also a scientist for more than 30 years, but it's not IT, it's BT. So that's also cross-cutting area between IT and AT. Because when you talk about the AI ethnic, it's just the new hybrid between IT and BT. My speech will touch upon 4 points. How should AI be? In which area of agricultural food can be applied? What is required for the digital transformation of food and agriculture? How can we implement this? Machine learning made its way out of research labs into our daily life. The previous speeches already mentioned a very beautiful story and how they enjoy the life based on innovation. Promising to help us tackle humanity and greatest challenges. The significant impact upon the functioning of our society and economics is evident. Artificial intelligence needs to be transparent, inclusive, social, beneficial, and accountable. That's two speakers, Mr. Smith and John Kelly, already mentioned the 6th line or principle we should focus and follow. And we needed to ensure the human-centric approach in design and implementing artificial intelligence today and in the future. From food system transformation perspective, we look at the digitalization, big data, AI as a source of hope, as a package of a solution. AI is a practical tool for advancing scientific and professional solutions to help farmers, foresters, fish farmers across the globe. Because artificial intelligence is about recognizing patterns, make sense of messages, and presenting powerful analyzing. Agricultural rural is always a complicated system. So we need big data. We need cloud computing to modeling, to analyzing, and to have a package of solution, which is a comprehensive solution. Analyzing big data and using new technology in our work is a real breakthrough. Satellite imaging, remote sensing, mobile and blockchain application, you name it. If we already use many of these tools in project optimizing food chains, managing water resources, fight against the pest and disease, monitor forestry, identify species, increase the preparedness of farmers, while the disaster struck and in many other activities. A digital agriculture means a more efficient, sustainable agriculture, one that is a must bet to be able to improve rural livelihoods. Turning agricultural and rural areas digital means revolutionary change in biological and environmental factors in agricultural process, such as production, operation, processing, management, and marketing, and in rural governance. This ambitious vision requires adequate big data centers and cloud platforms. Databases containing information on arable land, on imported agricultural germplasm, on sharing the rural assets, and on the farmers and agricultural business needed to be set up. The digital transformation of production operation will also need to be accelerated. This includes remote census of all aspects of planting, building digital livestock facilities, establishing smart aquaculture systems, and digitalizing the seed industry. The digital transformation of related management service is also needed to build the digital service program for rural agriculture, including smart environmental monitoring and digital governance. The necessary infrastructure that all of the above is based on that we need to be established broadband connection, roads, bridges, and with all this big data service provider. All of above also need a human capacity, talent support, rural vocational training, and enhanced digital skills, appropriate performance reviews, incentive systems will open new possibility for youth and the rural population. But how do we coordinate all this at a global level? As a Director General of Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, we will look at this point from a multilateral perspective. UN system has an important global role to play in balancing technological progress with social progress. In that respect, we need a responsible innovation and a better understanding of the implication and the potential benefits to AI on the world. This includes look at the gaps between the developed and developing countries, and the digital gaps already a reality that need to be addressed. 6 billion people are without a broadband today, 4 billion without the internet, 2 billion without a mobile phone, and even 400 million people have without any digital signal. So that means they are already completely ignored by the digital world. Additionally, there is a significant gap between men and women, young and old, and clearly rich and poor. But there is also a gap in promoting dialogue, creating the synergy and enhance awareness for issues specific to digital agriculture. So how can we close this international gap between the key actors, and how can we bring about a fundamental shift in agriculture towards the digitalization? At the Global Forum for Agriculture last year, international community asked FAO with design and presenting a digital platform to address the issues of digital agriculture. Early this year in Berlin, 76 ministers endorsed FAO's proposed international platform for digital food and agriculture. And today I come here, I really thinking the support from private sector like Microsoft and the IBM and others. Not only focus on the medical issues, and also please focus on food and agriculture issues and the environment, of course. The digital platform will strive to engage all actors, players, and stakeholders with the agri-food system, and will activate it across sectors and across competence experts to consolidate, enhance, and diffuse the state of digitalization in the sector with a strategic approach. The platform will help the government to identify the potential of digitalization, to enable stakeholders to access and benefit from digital technologies. And it will facilitate dialogue, raise awareness, and build trust in digital technology. The task ahead of us is big. We are convinced that transforming our food system to feed the world will be achieved with digital agriculture. And the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals of 2030 Agenda, is our common sense, consensus endorsed by General Assembly of UN. As President John Kennedy said, also I heard from Mr. Smith, technology has no consensus, but the people who master technology have a consensus, have a passion. Like the Holy Father here, they always have a big passion and love and heart to the people. And the food is basic human rights, not you are poor or rich, and there is a fundamental demand to survive. So if you're willing to play the part of a role as a facilitator, as a knowledge organization, to help you to remain your consensus, to use the technology the right way to help people in the vulnerable region and for their livelihood improvement. Thank you. Thank you very much.